So when we first met, remember like you were in the line to get in for that graduate orientation?
Yes.
And I asked your name, and you were like, I'm Prajwal. And I asked the other guy, he said, I'm Prajwal. And I thought you were like making fun of me. So that is the
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
quite
remember
clear
that.
memory.
What does a happily married mean to you? And what do you think is our greatest obstacle to getting there?
I don't think happily married exists. It's just like some term somebody somewhere made up. And they always use it. And I think happily married is such a pressurized term.
That's true. I
Because
agree.
like we are struggling to be like we think we should be happily married because we are sometimes in so much trouble of like getting to like just know what the other person wants, and we get into arguments and we are like, why aren't we like other perfect couple? What have I done that has surprised you the most this year? Oh, I like this question.
A lot. Actually, you do. You do a lot of things. I think it was the decision when you kind of said, let's do the 5 national parks to Utah. So that was one of the, I guess, the most surprising. And I guess when we went to Utah and traveled to all the places, it was one of the best experience I've ever had.
And we
So
were actually able to do it
yeah.
because some people challenge us like we won't be able to do it.
So it was about the challenge. In our society, we're asked when we will have kids. As young married couple, how do you handle such situations?
My God. First of all, I don't prefer when somebody asks this question to us and we just bluntly say what we feel, like we don't want to have kids, and they're like, no, you cannot say this. Like just recently, you know I told you, right? Like just recently somebody like they kept me down, like they sat me down and they were like, you cannot say like this, you should at least have one kid of your own. And I'm like, why should I?
Yeah,
If you want, you can have it for yourself. I can babysit sometimes.
that's true.
It's about your life choice, right? Because
Yeah.
having a kid, it's like it's not just like you're having a baby, somebody's gonna take care of it, and like everything
It's
just
like,
happens.
yeah, it's like, kind of setting your priorities straight.
How do you think society should normalize not having kids equally as having kids?
Try to hear out the person who is trying to say something, not to react, but to understand his or her perspective, I think. So when I'm saying I don't want to have kid, um, I'm not saying I hate kid or I, kind of don't want other people to do the same. I'm saying that because I have my own reasonings. And I think when you start listening to people, because I may have a certain reasoning for that, other people may have other reasoning. So just try to listen to the people first, and kind of not react, but analyze what that person is trying to say, and
Yeah.
that's a good starting point. So, can you make an impression of me? I think you can. I mean,
First of all, you make your face and you talk like this.
with a K million.
Sanu, Sanu, त्यो त केही मिलेन. And you nod a lot.
Not a lot. Okay, maybe. Where?
Just like Sanu, yes, we have to do this. When was the last time you cried and why?
I cried यति कि प्यास काट्दा त्यस्तो.
Not pyas kaatda.
Just kidding. I
think you did.
think
You cry a lot.
yes, I do cry a lot. I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think बुवाको न्युज सुन्दाखेरि होला त्यो चाहिँ सडन थियो अनि it was kind of I knew he was sick. I think that was the part when I cried. When do you feel you are closest to me?
you know, like if you do something special for me,
I know.
like in my head, I'll be saying like, wow, this is so nice. This moment is so nice. And like if something bad happens, I'll be like, too soon. But like it's always when you do something for me, like even if you make breakfast, like small things, because I don't need like you to do very big gesture for me.
I know. So that one time when I made, I think that was, I don't think that was the first time, but when I made matchako jol.
Mas-
Damn, you were so happy.
no, it
I
was
didn't.
matcha ko jhol and matcha fry.
Yeah, maybe you were like too
That was the
hungry at
first
that time.
time. That was the first time you made it, because I always told you like in my house whenever we make matcha, we make like fried matcha and fried matcha ko jhol.
Oh yeah. I
And
think I
then
know.
that time I was back from work, and then we had a board. You remember? Like we had a board and we
Oh
used to
yeah,
write like,
yeah.
and there you wrote like today's menu matcha ko jhol and matcha fry. And I saw that, and then I went to kitchen and I started dancing.
Yeah. Why do you love me?
There's so many reasons to love you.
One is I cook matcha ko jol mito mito.
Yeah. First one, I give that. Mito matcha ko jhol. You understand people and you're considerate, because there are certain values. Like for me, I run like my life with my values. Most of the time are also like you normalize things for me, which like for me it's normal, but it's not for other people. Like you believe in equality, like
Yeah.
inclusion, and I stand by that. So that's something like I always wanted in my partner. It should be there in a person, and you show it to me all the time. I really respect that, and that's one of the reason I love you. When was the last time you thought we wouldn't make it?
I think we had one argument. It got really intense. So I wouldn't say like we wouldn't make it, because we always do. It was this year. At that time, I was like, we were having a big fight. We were saying, kind of, we were talking about so many things with each other. I felt like at one moment, kind of, oh man, this is
This is it for us.
not this is it, but kind of, I did, at that moment, I felt like I said so many things that I cannot take those
back.
words back now, because I did say it. Most of the things that I said, I was angry at that time, and kind of that it did not mean to me, but I said it, kind of like words cannot be taken back. So how I said the words, those words, kind of how it affected you. At that moment, I thought maybe I cannot take those words back, and maybe kind of this is
I remember.
this is one of the moments. Yeah, this is one of the moments where kind of, oh, this is bad. So yeah.
But we made it. What are some of the difficulties you see as I go through as a woman?
I guess people have a certain way of thinking, like women should do this and men should do that. And if you as a woman talking about not wanting to have children, like I guess I don't know how people react when men say it, but when women do,
They never ask men.
yeah, they tend to
It's
kind
always
of,
they ask
yeah,
me and they piss me
tag
off.
that label, kind of for the women. That question should be for the women. And I think even when men do say like, I don't want to have a children, they do react, but kind of for the women, it's kind of different.
Intense.
They will judge you, and they will kind of do all different kinds of things. I mean, I know you are independent and you are so vocal about your thoughts. You will let them know for sure, so right on the spot. You'll not even wait for like messaging them. You'll be like, no. So yeah, I think those are one of the most challenging kind of things that I've noticed.
If you could be famous, who would you choose to be?
Very good question. I think I would love to be a famous space astronaut. What is your favorite imperfection of mine? That's a very good question.
I think you know this.
Maybe I don't.
It's about you not wanting to dress up. But it's something that I know you'll never do.
And you find that cute.
No.
I'm trying to say.
That get on my nerve. Like, I like to dress up, and I like to dress up according to the occasion, but you're like, you dress up the same.
And I know.
To work, to hike, to parties. If this was our last conversation, what would you like to tell me?
Damn. I guess never stop being yourself. No, I have a reason. I have a good reason for that. When you are vocal about things, not many people can say, like, something. If there may be anything, like, if you do not like it, you just let the people know that you don't like it. Stop doing that, or like, kind of do not say that to me. You really will have to have a lots of guts to tell that, kind of to any person in face. Because if you don't like it, that's okay. You don't like it. You'll just, kind of let the other person know. I cannot do that, kind of on spot. Maybe I'm learning and, kind of trying to, kind of do that with time. But I think that's one quality that you should never change. The other one would be your caring nature. You are really caring. So I think sometimes you do like, more than, kind of needed. Like, this is, you just go on a path and you just do so much. I guess stop, like, at one point stop. Those are the two qualities, that I feel like, that defines you as a person. So yeah, that's what I will tell you. I will still love you for my whole life. That's not going to change, but that's like a cliche answer. I just wanted to make sure that, you as a person would
That
stay
I know.
Yeah, you as a person stay the same and never change for anyone. That's it. Should we start again? No, I'm just kidding.